Heavy rain at times today, crews were able to reopen a busy intersection in Buffalo following months of construction. Elmwood at Allen Street is back open to drivers right now. And of course, it couldn't come quickly enough for business owners in the area who say they've been deeply impacted by the work. 2 on Your Side's Dave McKinley is live at the intersection for us tonight. And Dave, what is the latest from the city that you got today? And then also, what about reaction from people there in the neighborhood?
Well, this has obviously been a long time coming for merchants along Allen Street, one of whom Michael told us just last week. He owns a pizza shop and he's been in business for more than a decade. He told us that his business had been down by about 20% throughout the lengthy course and duration of this quite lengthy project. Of course, Allentown residents were also impacted by the reconstruction of Allen, which actually began 4 years ago in 2019. And let's not forget, this is among the most eclectic and popular streets in the city for visitors. It attracts folks from throughout Western New York to its bars, restaurants, and shops. But traffic is finally flowing again through the heart of this neighborhood, through the intersection of Allen and Elmwood, which has been closed for a good portion of this year. In the end here, how much over budget and how much longer did the whole thing take than what you originally thought it would?
We were targeting substantial completion by end of 2022 with final punch list items in 2023. So we're roughly about 6 months off of that timeline and coming up on final punch list items to end this year.
Why?
Originally thinking about 4 to 6 weeks per block. The initial couple blocks took us more like 8 to 12 weeks. So that phase 1 put us a little bit behind.
Why, once you got in, did it take longer? I mean, were there surprises down there? Old vaults? Bones found? What happened?
It was a number of things. As you can imagine, with our aging infrastructure, once we dug down utility, restoration, sewer, water, that was planned, but what we found was, old brick sewers. We had to redo those. All the water taps were redone, kind of getting that lead out of there. So that was done. It just took a little bit longer than expected to do all that below surface utility reconstruction.
Despite the delays, city officials say the project still came in roughly on target in terms of its projected $14 million cost, but they are not quite done here yet. After a week's respite, construction equipment will return to this area as they begin the final phase of the project, that being from College to Wadsworth. Michael.
All right, Dave, so let's talk about that final section. How long do they expect that's going to take?
Yeah, well, we're talking about, of course, the far western portion of Allen Street. They tell us they will close that section for about 6 to 8 weeks. That would put the hoped-for completion of this last piece of a lengthy puzzle sometime around mid-October.
All right, thanks for piecing it together for us. Dave McKinley reporting live in Allentown tonight.